Hello there, and welcome back to Aqua Plays Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time we went and got the mages and had some fun with some time shenanigans, but now we have the mages as our allies, so the main thing is going to be going to close the breach here in just a little bit. Before that, we do need to clear out our inventory really badly here, and figure I might go around and talk to my companions and see if they have anything to say in particular about the Mage Alliance situation. I imagine Vivian might have some words to say in particular. Not sure of anyone else, but I'll just give them all a chance to talk before we head off and forward with the main story here. Yeah, first of all, let us see what we have going on in terms of weapons here. Anything that we want to put on anyone or sell or whatever. Which I'm pretty sure I can already just go ahead and get rid of those. Yeah, none of these are looking at all as good as what I know Iron Bowl's got right now, so we're just gonna toss all those in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't know if we really got much of any good gear, except for, we got the one ring for Solus that was kind of nice. And I think I got, I got this Bleeder of Souls, I believe, there, which was kind of cool. But yeah, I think other than that, pretty sure we mostly just got, a bunch of stuff just to sell, a bunch of pretty shitty, things. Though some of this stuff does have some upgrades on it that we might want to take off, because we don't have many upgrades right now, so that might not be a terrible idea. But yeah, most of it I think we're just going to be selling, though. That's new, actually. When did I get this? Staff of Stasis. I don't remember picking this up. I must not have noticed it. Solus, what are you using? Wrath of Levias. So this is actually better. Undying 5% chance to heal for half health. Interesting. And you get, yeah, and once you slap some upgrades on it, that's definitely going to be better. So, yeah, definitely do that to you. I don't know when we got that. Unless, maybe we picked it up off Alexius? Yeah, maybe I just didn't notice. Huh. Anyways, we'll keep this. So then as this is our ice staff to keep around. Move that to valuables. That's our lightning staff to keep around. Or actually, we've got the Keeper Ice Staff, and then we've got Wrath of Levias, which is actually better, I think, right? Well, actually, I think only because of the stuff on it. I think if we get rid of on it, it won't be better, whereas this has, a basic good thing, so yeah. But it was, do we have a... Oh, you know what? I gave my fire staff... Well, these are fire, right? So we'll keep one of these. Then we just need to keep one around just so we always have access to all the different elements. So we can open up whatever barrier, no matter which mage we happen to have with us. That way I don't have to give every mage multiple element abilities, because that's a little redundant. But okay, in that case, I don't think we have anything else, right? Because, yeah. The other mages are going to have other elements, so we don't need to worry about that. We don't have coal yet. I guess I could save this for now. Yeah, because I'm not going to use it right now, but maybe when we pick up coal here before long, maybe that'll be of interest. But otherwise, the rest of this I think can just go into valuables. And then balance raider longbow. I think Sarah has stuff better than any of this, so I don't think I need to keep any of these, really. Oh, this one does have better DPS, so I guess we will swap this out for her. And then we can probably throw the rest of this stuff in valuables. And then shields. I think you guys have better shields already, don't you? Oh, actually, this would be better. So take that, and then Cassandra. I think you basically have the same thing. Okay. And then armor. Okay, anyone wants this helmet? Yes, you do not have a helmet. Oh, wait, it's level 13. Okay, that's why we can't use it yet. So we'll just keep that for now. Okay, and then I don't think I care about any of these for me. Or for, yeah, I think Sarah already has, and Varric already have better stuff, I'm sure, than this. Actually, maybe not. Okay, the Hunter Code is better than the Carta Code, apparently, so... You take that, and then Sarah, what do you have? Griffin Mail, yeah, so you are definitely better, okay. So we can get rid of these. Cool. And then heavy armor, I don't think we care about either of these. Probably not. Accessories, pretty sure at this point everyone has somewhat decent accessories. I think even Dorian, we gave him some decent stuff when we grabbed him. Well, he doesn't have any rings. Are there any rings he can give you? Let's see. Critical and staggering, I guess. Might as well. And then we're saving a lot of these in case we eventually want to use these for these abilities. Do we want to give this shield bash to anyone? What do you have? Challenge and charging bowl. What does Cassandra currently have on? Barrier damage, enhanced challenge. I guess we could give you an enhanced shield bash instead. Actually, does she have? I don't know if she has shield bash yet, but I imagine she'll get it. For long, even if she doesn't. That's probably better than the Ring of Barrier Penetration. Do we want to give that Barrier Penetration to someone else then, maybe? Maybe instead of Stagger on hit? I might prefer that. Move that to valuables. Okay, and then cooldown amulet. Okay, the cooldown for all abilities is shorter by the specified amount. That could be good on someone. Anyone have just like a really shitty amulet? I mean, I probably prefer the stats ones over some of these. So... maybe not. I don't know. I might hold on to it for now. Maybe we'll give it to Cole when he shows up. Because we've been having trouble finding decent amulets and other accessories, to be honest. Okay, and then Belt of Magic Defense. I think, does everyone have like a belt now that's like halfway decent? Some more so than others. Electrical Defense. Yeah, that's probably better than... than 2% magic defense. Yeah, that's good for you. What do we want to give you? Something else? Maybe a potion belt wouldn't be terrible for you. So we could give you more like grenades and stuff. That might be better than just that tiny bit of magic defense. And then I have cold resistance, which isn't exactly great, but I guess it's better than nothing. I mean, we do get like frozen by enemy a lot, and it is very annoying, so I guess I'll keep that. So the rest of these can go in valuables, though. Okay. Alright, and then upgrades. At some point we're gonna get rid of some of this shit, but for now, I'm not sure. Let me go see if I can throw...
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Hey, Josephine. Oh.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
What would Mintriel think of this? I don't... instead of comforting the masses, what do you mean by it's needed more than ever? I'm not sure what it's needed more than ever refers to. Is that referring to the need to consolidate the Chantry's power? Or the need to comfort the masses? I don't know if she'd be like, it's been this way for years, because, you know, she doesn't really... Yeah, it doesn't really make sense for her to say, because she's just kind of learning about all this Chantry stuff. She hasn't really been super exposed to it, so yeah. The Chantry's incompetent. So, I wish I knew what it meant by like, it's needed more than ever. England has to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses. I'm not sure if like that's referring to like the need to consolidate the Chantry's power, like it's like a pro-Chantry statement, or if it's like the need to comfort the masses. I feel like it's maybe it's saying like the Chantry's needed more than ever to actually do something. I feel like she'll just be like, I don't know. I think at this point would Mintriel feel free saying the Chantry's incompetent? I mean, she usually kind of avoids judgment on things and is very open-minded, and she's, especially like with the Chantry and everything, because she's not familiar with all that, and she's just been kind of learning about it and becoming engaged in its culture of Andrastianism and everything. Like, she's kind of still an outsider to it all, but she'd be like, it's, I just wish, I don't know, I feel like this is kind of vague, like it's needed more than ever. Like the Chantry, like, I don't know. I feel like at this point she might be willing to say the Chantry is incompetent, because, I mean, the Inquisition's having to do all this stuff. If it wasn't for the Inquisition, like, there would be no solution going on. So yeah, at this point the Chantry seems incompetent.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andrasti's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Yeah, I mean, Mintriel can see the importance of the Chantry, but I think at this point she is saying that I would say at this point I think Mintriel could feel confident saying that the Chantry does need reform. Like, with everything she's seen, with all the work she's having to do, because the Chantry can't get its shit together, like, I think she is at the point where she's starting to be able to, like, judge it, be like, you know, I'm not gonna say, she's not gonna, like, go saying, you know, that the Chantry is completely wrong, that we need to get rid of it altogether, but she does see that there's a need for reform and change. But anyways, that is a crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations, and the start of many fights. You make it sound easy. I can see the importance.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Let's see. To think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas. I mean, that totally goes up. That's totally like Mintriel's whole motto, basically. Yeah, she's doing all this for, you know, for everyone else, pretty much. Not, you know, she doesn't want to have to be here and be the Herald of Andraste and, you know, be away from her clan this long and, you know, do all this stuff. I mean, she likes being away from her clan to be able to explore the world more and more, but she doesn't like, you know, kind of being in this spotlight here and having to do all this necessarily and having to take on all this responsibility, but she does what she needs to do to help get the peace. You know, she's been thrust into this role and she's gonna make the most of it. So, yeah, we just learn to think beyond our wants to secure peace in Thedas. That's an ambitious notion.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montillier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
How would she reply? I mean, at this point, so far, Mintriel's been very, like, uncertain about the whole Andraste thing. Andraste being the one to save her, because she still doesn't know, obviously, if she really believes fully in Andraste and all this stuff. And of course, there's no way to know for certain who it was that was behind her all these people believe it to be Andraste, but there's been no particular evidence or proof specifically of that. So, yeah, let's say, how will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
She's not gonna claim Andraste chose her because she doesn't have really any specific knowledge of that. Like, it's not like she's had any kind of, like, specific message from the divine personally, you know, to be like, okay, yeah, I am holy, you know. And she herself is not of the faith and doesn't, you know, have that firm belief. Even her own, like, you know, Dalish religion she doesn't fully firmly believe in. So, yeah, but I think at this point, I don't know, I feel like I don't know doesn't feel good enough anymore. Like, she's been kind of being like, I don't know this whole time. She still isn't firm enough to say Andraste chose me. But I think at this point she might, you know, I feel like she's saying I don't know just doesn't seem like it's gonna really do anything. Like, you know, it doesn't really help the matter, you know, if they're asking for clarification, you know. I think she's gonna say, you know, she doesn't claim to be holy. If you want to believe that she's holy, you're free to do so, but she isn't gonna make that claim herself.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Yeah, you can do what you want there, Josephine, but just don't try and, you know, basically just don't go too heavy-handed with it. I would say Mintriel's, like, okay with others calling her holy, but it's not wanting, you know, not wanting to call herself holy. She's not really willing to go that length yet and doesn't want to fully, you know, go full in with the whole Andraste thing because she doesn't know for sure if that makes sense for her. Anyways, I will need to come over here to turn in research, actually. Oh, actually, do you have anything to say about the Mage Alliance going on here?
Hello? Can I help you with something?
No, nothing, I guess. Okay.
I'll speak with you later.
Travel safely.
Yeah, looks like we got a codex update. I'm gonna try to actually keep up with the codex a little bit better now, I think, because that was a lot we went through last episode there. So yeah, I would like not to let it build up so much again. I knew it was like kind of building up, but I didn't realize it was quite that much. I was just kind of putting off looking at it for a while, and I wasn't entirely sure if I even really wanted to look at it, because sometimes it can be kind of dry and boring. I mean, I've looked at it, you know, through the codex in the previous 2 games of these playthroughs and but sometimes it is a lot of repetitive stuff, but actually I found, you know, the reason why I decided to read all of them because I actually found it to be quite interesting. I think they kind of like, in this game, they seems like they kind of maybe avoided recycling stuff as, you know, to quite the extent they've done. Like in Dragon Age 2, I feel like a lot of the stuff was like kind of repeating a lot of stuff from Origins. With this game, I feel like there's been a lot more fresh stuff in the codex entries that's been interesting, so that's why I am kind of wanting to actually look more into it all. Oh, we got an entry on Alistair. Which makes sense because he popped up at the end of our last part. King Alistair Theron was crowned the ruler of Ferelden after the end of the Fifth Blight, and is considered a hero among his people for having fought against the Darkspawn as a Grey Warden. He is one of the few known to have ever left the Secretive Order, never mind one who went on to rule a nation afterwards. Some in Ferelden claim that the Theron line ended with the death of King Cailan, and that the existence of an unknown bastard was a lie imposed upon the people to overthrow Queen Anora. As such, Alistair's rule has been plagued with trouble, both within his own lands as well as with neighboring Orlais. The Blight greatly weakened Ferelden, and many believe that a renewal of the long-standing rivalry between the 2 nations is inevitable. Oh, yeah, probably is, but hopefully, and at least not before we deal with all of this current trouble. Is that it here? Yes. Crafting materials. We have Dragonthorn. The wood of the Dragonthorn tree is prized for its strength and has been used to craft bows of remarkable quality, but the leaves are equally valuable. Alchemists have known for centuries that an extract of Dragonthorn leaves will enhance and stabilize other, more volatile magical compounds. Right. Creatures. Let's see. I think we just got an update on the Wraith. Yes, Wraith. Okay. Okay, so it's telling us that our damage against demons increased because of the research. Okay. And I guess that's what when it has the 2 things, that means it's been completed. So I think most of these is because we can get research that will increase our damage against them. Alright, and then history. In Hush Whispers. Those who had been cast down, the demons who would be gods, began to whisper to men from their tombs within the earth. And the men of Tevinter heard and raised altars to the pretender gods once more, and in return were given, in Hush Whispers, the secrets of darkest magic. Okay, so that's why that quest is called In Hush Whispers. I was kind of wondering, like, it kind of makes sense, but that's actually the specific reference for that quest name. Okay. Interesting. The 5th stanza of Florinides is a complete retelling of the creation story appearing in stanza 1. The authors are clearly different, with notable disagreements on the nature of spirits and the ultimate cause of the second sin. This stanza lays the blame for mankind's corruption squarely on the old gods, rather than on a flaw inherent to human nature. Therefore, historians believe a Tevinter author, perhaps even Archon Hessarian himself, wrote it. In the 11th verse, we see this illustrated most clearly. The demons who would be gods can be no one but the old gods. They are credited here not only with broaching the Golden City, but with gifting the secrets of magic to humankind. The implication is that without this instruction, these hush whispers, no magic would exist. Interesting. I mean, no magic would exist is an interesting thought. I feel like, don't the mages exist without the old gods? Pretty sure. Pretty sure they do. But maybe not. Anyways, let's go then. And start shutting people up, and we'll head down to the blacksmith and sell some stuff. Or to a merchant, anyway. Hey, Vivian.
If Fiona and her malcontents
greatly disproves.
Allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Why are you guys so sure there's gonna be so many abominations? Is it really that common in the tower for there to be that many abominations? I mean, once a mage goes through they have the harrowing for a reason. Once a mage has proven that they can resist the demons, like, they're generally trusted, you know? Obviously, some of them are gonna fall to abominations, but as far as I was aware, I didn't think it was quite as common as they're portraying. Like, what happened in the, Circle Tower in Origins was, like, a really kind of, like, unfortunate and rare event, I thought. More or less. But anyways, need to be trained. Them hidden, absolutely not, good idea. We can control the mages.
We can handle the mages, there's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. In
That is
ordinary
true.
places where the veil is weak, magic is much more likely to attract demons. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
You know, that's fair enough. I didn't think about that, you know. I was thinking, oh, it's, isn't it rare for abominations? But that actually makes more sense that you're talking about specifically because of the breach. It's actually a problem. Let's see. Until it is closed, no one is safe. I'm not as confident in them. What is that supposed to mean? I'm not as confident in them. Meaning in Templars, I suppose? Do you pose a risk? You don't trust mages.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not so much an opinion as grasping the obvious. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Let's see. That's just straight to your rhetoric. Templars aren't the solution. I agree with you. Tevinter doesn't think so. I feel like in this case, her unique perspective on this is actually the direction she would go. Dalish don't have Templars.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
They're sent to other clans.
If a clan can't raise the mage, they're sent to another that's in need of a first or second.
And if there are no clans in need of a new apprentice? For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
To be honest, I can't imagine, I mean, I imagine maybe some clans are shitty enough to, like, just cast out someone because they have too many mages, but I don't imagine it's a common thing. Like, I imagine some clan could be found for pretty much anyone, because, I mean, mages aren't so common, right? I mean, they're probably more common among the De La Shells, maybe, because they, I mean, I actually don't know, are they, I assume that they would be more common among, like, De La Shells. It just kind of makes sense in a way, right? Given, you know, well, what we know revealed later on about everything with Solus and whatnot, but, yeah, I would, at the very least, I feel like, Lavellin's clan here, like, I feel like Mintriel's clan certainly would not have been cold-hard enough, like, you know, even if they had 3 mages, they would, they wouldn't just cast someone out. I mean, for one thing, there's always going to be, like, you know, mages, you know, first keeper, a first or second, who, you know, is growing old and needing to retire at some point. So even if, like, it would be too many for a moment, you know, eventually it would work out. So, I don't know. I do feel like there's a little bit of a slander against the Dalish going on in this game with trying to make them seem very cold-hearted. And obviously, I could imagine there are some Dalish clans that are like that, but I don't imagine it's a common thing. At least in Mintriel's perspective and experience, we're going to say it's not, because I feel like it makes more sense to me. But anyways, what feature would you build for mages? We need the circle back, we need mages in the chantry. In her mind, I mean, Mintriel still believes mages should be free. I mean, at this point, everyone keeps telling her that mages are so dangerous, that they're, you know, and all this stuff, but so far, you know, obviously, yeah, the breach is dangerous and everything, and there have been mages that have been going around killing people, but, you know, what's interesting is we have all these demons because of the breach and everything, but all these mages have been free, and it's not like we've been seeing abominations everywhere because of that, you know? And obviously, even if you only have 3 mages in a clan, like, that's still 3 mages, you know, that's, I mean, if a single mage is considered so dangerous, 3 mages in a clan, and they don't seemingly have problems with abominations all the time, like, yeah, I don't know, I think this is something where she still very much, like, sticks to her original beliefs here, like, the mages should be free, just like they are among the Dalish. They should be treated as people, given the chance. And honestly, if they were given the freedom and chance to be amongst society, they could really use their magic to help people a lot more and do a lot more, like the Keeper and First and Second do in a clan, rather than being, you know, tucked away and not deciding. And honestly, by living amongst people and being treated equally, it would create, you know, less this atmosphere of fear. And then honestly, people would be less pushed to become abominations and to take deals with demons because they'd feel less in prison. You know, I feel like it's kind of a self-creating problem in some ways. But anyways, mages should be free.
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
How free did you feel living on the run, never straying too close to villages or staying in one place too long? Paint the cage any color you like. It is still a cage. It's something to consider, my dear.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Yes, apostates have to live like that, and yeah, they're free, but the whole idea is that we want to change it so that they're not apostates, so that they don't have to be part of the circle, that they can have that freedom. And if they have that freedom, then that is not a cage anymore. So, yeah. So there, Vivian, so there. So there.
Mages. Lovely.
They should have this breach sealed soon enough.
I suppose their gold spends as well as anyone else's?
Yes. Yes, it does. Don't know how much they would have managed to take with them. And actually, I don't know if mages are... Do they even really have much gold to begin with? Because they aren't really allowed to be employed, necessarily, so... Yeah, I don't know. How does that work in the circle? Are they, like, able to earn money at all? I don't know if we've ever heard discussion about that. But anyways, hey, Liliana.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
I'm not gonna say no killing, because obviously, I mean, Mintriel prefers, you know, not to just go killing people, but I mean, if it's necessary to support their overall cause, she's not gonna convince it. In the one case where she did stop from the agents. It just didn't feel like it was completely justified in her eyes, but, I mean, if it feels justified, it feels like it's, you know, caused, you know, we're not just gonna go in a blanket statement of no killing here. I'm not afraid.
People can hate me if they wish.
That gets us nowhere. The Inquisition is young. We need to build our support. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Should we tell her I watched you die for me? You know what, I'm not gonna hide this from you, I'm gonna tell you.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Well, that's good to hear. We know that you're loyal to the end, Liliana, and at least Mintriel knows one advisor she can definitely trust here. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Got any stories?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
Yeah, Liliana has changed. She's no longer the somewhat naive chantry sister that told us tales and origins. Kinda bittersweet here. Tell me about your past.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
I can be like, I'd like to be a bard. What if I say that? What does that do?
Can you teach me to be a bard?
Being a bard is so much more than being a spy. It involves a keen understanding of politics, the ebb and flow of influence, the great game. The Bard's is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any dagger. The best way to learn is to immerse yourself in it. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
Alright.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always
I don't
talk
know.
later.
I don't think Mintriel necessarily wants to be a bard, but she's interested to learn about what it means to be one. Oh, and we got a codex. You know, I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. I'm not gonna always stop and take a look at every codex as soon as we get it, but I am kind of curious about what that one is here, if I can find which one it is. Hello? Hello? I'm not seeing it. Hello? Not seeing anyone that says it's new. Is it that it said Tails? Yeah, it still says Tails. Which one am I missing? What am I missing? I must not be seeing the marker saying it's new somehow. I don't know. I am... Oh, I never did go through this one. But I don't really feel like doing that right now. Kind of confused. Where is this codex? Oh no, I don't see it. I don't know. We'll check again later, maybe. Maybe it hasn't populated quite yet.
Tell Adon to stop bothering me. Everybody needs everything.
You alright there, Thren?
Can I help you with something?
Well,
Farewell.
nothing now.
I could go with you.
Nothing for now, I suppose. Okay.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him.
Hey, Sarah, I know you're unhappy with me for siding with the mages.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
You don't like mages?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. I mean, you know some that are alright. My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
I mean, yeah, magic can be dangerous, but just like you can be dangerous with a bow and arrow, but you still don't want people to just treat you like you're nothing more than a weapon, right? Any opinions about our allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
My advisors.
What do you think about our spymaster, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
Solus.
What about Solus?
Solus. His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, true. But that can be very useful, and interesting to Mintriel. Cassandra.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Varric?
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Dorian.
What about Dorian?
He's fun. Could lose a bit more to Vinta.
Vivian.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She's better.
Iron Bull.
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
It makes me wonder about things. I mean, what do their women look like?
Yeah.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? Like to see him out about uniform. Not like that.
That's good for now.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
It's so weird she sings about Sarah while she's right there.
We'll have that for you right away.
Alright, let's go see how Solus is holding up. Oh wow. They've been making some preparations out here, haven't they?
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian is certain.
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
Thanks for the conversation. I guess we'll go for the flirt option. It sounds a little weird, but whenever we get the flirt option, we shall go for it.
Most people have trouble wrapping their heads around the idea.
I'm not most people.
I appreciate you talking with me about it. And not being most people.
If you wish me to speak of Elysian fashion, I may be at a loss. Magical surprises I can handle. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
You would know of beings who aspire to godhood, wouldn't you, Solus? Wouldn't you? We'll get to that in time. Hey, Dorian.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Hallamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
You should be happy. I'll think of something.
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. Now that would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
Not fully like the mages back home. We don't want them, like, ruling over all of us. We're not going to stand for that quite that nonsense just yet. Home, I doubt that.
I don't believe that.
It's true. The conditions here are different. Southern mages aren't used to ruling. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Yep, and it is. Mintriel definitely does not want things to be like Tevinter. She just wants things to be better in their own way here. Tell me about the Imperium.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
The Imperium has a chantry?
There's an Imperial chantry, isn't there? With its own divine.
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
Is it really that different?
Is the Imperial chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
You have circles?
There are circles of magi in the Imperium.
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce the Magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
The Black Divine?
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
A disagreement?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah, blah, blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
Yep. Well, and you know, honestly, in all likelihood, Andraste probably was a mage. I forget what exactly. I feel like we get more revealed later, possibly, as we get more into like the truth behind Solus and everything. So I forget exactly if we learn more truths about Andraste, but I feel like she most likely probably was a mage, though she may have also had like a spirit involved or something. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like it kind of, I mean, it's kind of funny when you think about it in a world with magic to be like, no, you know, she could not have been a mage. You know, she had to be some other more like pure form of magic. It's just kind of interesting, you know? But it kind of makes sense. I feel like, you know, in our world, right, like if it came out to be like magic is a real thing, like, I feel like there'd still be some distinctions people would make, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, your divine is male?
So, the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the Sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Yep. I hate that, the whole, like, we gotta do it this way because that's how it's always been done. I mean, how do you think anything ever changes and progresses? I mean, not to say we gotta throw out all tradition and everything that's old, but I feel like we should be willing to question and consider why we're doing something, and should we keep doing it, and should we do it differently. That's the way of progress, rather than just staying stagnant forever. Anyways, are you religious, historian?
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
Honestly, at this point, how does Mintriel feel about the Chantry? I mean, like I said, I think she can respect the Andrastian religion for sure. You know, just like the Dalish have their religion. She's not gonna completely be like, it's this one, I think, at this point. But, I mean, like she was mentioned earlier with the Chantry being competent, at this point she has kind of seen how incompetent the is. So I think she would kind of agree that it's kind of like an old relic. I mean, not to say that it doesn't completely have a purpose, you know, in a way, but at the same time she's seen kind of how it just breaks down and causes all this problems and doesn't actually fix things. So, yeah, I think she might actually agree with him. You know, she kind of can get behind the Andrastian religion and everything, but at least the Chantry, the way that it is, like, it does not seem to be serving a good purpose. I agree with you.
I share your opinion, actually.
That's not surprising, considering what the Inquisition represents.
True, very true.
I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
In me?
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You are what we needed most at the moment we needed it. That's what they will say in ages to come.
Well, thanks for the additional pressure there, Dwayne. Trill's already feeling very pressured, but, surprised you think that.
You don't seem like the religious sort, to be honest.
If you define religious as sitting in a chantry and listening to a blithering hen tell you how to live, then no. If you define it as believing in the possibility that something larger than yourself exists, then yes, by all means. The world is bigger than I, even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
But isn't the idea supposed to be that the Maker isn't actually watching out for anyone? Like, that was kind of the reason why it was so blasphemous for Leliana to think that the Maker had sent her a message. Like, I don't know, it's so weird. It's like this contradictory thing, I feel like, in the Dragon Age universe. And kind of in a lot of other, like fantasy mythos too, I feel like a lot of times where it's like, you know, the absent kind of neglectable creator in a way, but like, at the same time, we still attribute things to his will and everything. It's just kind of interesting. Like, the whole point is supposed to be Maker kind of turned his attention away from humanity because of what they did with Andraste and everything, right? Well, even before that, because of the Golden City and all that stuff, and then, like, Andraste, yeah, all this stuff, like, basically he turned away from them, and that's why Andraste tries to get him to pay attention. But yeah, so, isn't it kind of blasphemous in a way to be like, hey, Andraste, you know, Maker sent someone? Like, it's kind of interesting. Anyways,
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
Oh. That's right, we literally just went down a road about the Tevinter Chantry, and we still have other stuff to ask. Do mages truly rule there? I mean, we kind of already solidified that, but yeah.
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
I don't know if it seems strange.
I find it strange that your mages don't rule anything at all. Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
Of course. The Magisterium?
What is the Magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
What are you, then?
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
And an Altus is...
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later, lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
Fancy words are nice. What about the Archon?
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
But mages do rule.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Is that true?
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
And I assume that's bad?
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
All right.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
I love last time he's like, so many questions, and now he's like, of course. You learning to accept that Mintriel will have many questions, just... She will have many, many questions, just don't get too up in arms about it. Is blood magic common?
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
And what do you call it?
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
With no Templar intervention?
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
And no one disagrees?
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a Magister who makes noise, and then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that Magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
Well, what about slavery?
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah. That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
It's not like that here.
Well, we don't have slaves in the south.
In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
Treated poorly?
Is that what you call it? Treated poorly?
Abuse heaped upon those without power isn't limited to Tevinter, my friend.
Well, that is
I
true.
don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
Yeah, I mean, slavery's still pretty bad. I mean, not to say that, like, you know, the alienages and the slums and everything elsewhere is definitely better, but there comes a point where, like, you know, when you start viewing a person as property, it kind of, I mean, yeah, I feel like just that view of person as property is, just kind of takes it to a whole nother level, to be honest. Like, regardless of, like, you know, you try to compare conditions and stuff elsewhere, it's just kind of that kind of, that concept is just something that invites some really bad. It's just kind of that way of thinking itself is just, you know, so far beyond. Yeah, which is kind of interesting when you think about, like, you know, back in, like, medieval Europe and stuff, you know, you had feudalism, which, with serfs and stuff, you know, was basically same thing as slavery, just slavery of a different flavor for the most part. But anyways, which, I mean, at least here is, you know, the serfdom stuff doesn't seem to be something they really talk about in Dragon Age so much. But yeah, could Tevinter be an ally? Well, though technically you think maybe it would be something of a thing, considering, well, I don't know, for Elements a little bit different with how they do the lordship and all that stuff, from what I remember. But yeah, anyways, could Tevinter be an ally?
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't. At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Secretly, many Magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
And is that smart of them?
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what, 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long." Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
But we're not.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far more frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
Alright, that's it for now.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
Right, have you seen Alexius?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet?
Oh, you know, I
He's in
didn't
the
think about
cells.
that.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked
I'll have to go visit him here, then.
broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
I mean, obviously we see what he did in that feature, but technically he hasn't done that yet, so there's still a chance for mercy. I feel like, you know, if we were in that feature and judging him, it'd be a bit different, but we're not necessarily gonna fully judge him for things that he would have done, but technically hasn't done yet. You know, it's kind of a stance there. Anyways, let us go, oh jeez.
If Zegra can get what I need, I'll pay.
How much elf fruit do I even have? I'm gonna need some more. Ugh. Do need some more. Maybe I'll just give everyone grenades for now. Anyways, can I upgrade anything? I don't think so. I don't think we got anything. No, we still need to go somewhere and get that Dawn Lotus eventually. The jar of bees, that one time I did use it, it did seem pretty good, so maybe I will upgrade that, because I think I could. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, maybe I will upgrade the jar of bees. Yeah, I can, because I have a oh, that's right, I got a dragon thorn, so I can increase your panic chance by 10%. Well, I also have a wither stock. I increase the swarm's attack duration by 5 seconds. You know what, let's do both of these if we can. Oh no, I don't have enough blood lotus, okay. Never mind. But we have that available, potentially, eventually. Okay, in the meantime, do jar of bees. Dorian, you don't have anything. Maybe I will give you a jar of bees, because, yeah. Because I'm running around on elf fruit, I cannot afford. I don't have that many blood lotus either, to be honest, but yeah. Okay, as long as everyone has something.
Let me know if you need anything.
That'll be good for now. Okay. Excuse
You can't be happy giving up your whole life for the Maker. I mean, look at the Chantry.
I am looking. Mother Giselle gives of herself and asks nothing in return.
We're not talking about Mother Giselle.
I feel like, weren't you guys having that same argument the other day? Anyways, hey Varric.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We need to eliminate it.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Gonna go close the breach first before I celebrate. Anything but celebrate, pretty much.
After what just happened, I hardly feel like we won anything.
We're just getting started. You can't win a war in a day. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Alright, fair enough. Mintriel will take us take an hour to breathe here as she talks to everyone. Any more elf fruit? Yes, I need the elf fruit desperately. Thank you. Anything else showing up? Oh, there's special shipments here, right? Or, not here. Further down. Here, let me sell all my valuables real quick. Okay, did you have anything worth buying? I can't remember. I actually have a little bit of money now. Not a lot, but a little. We already got these once upon a time for Varric. I think otherwise it was just pretty much just shit, right? I think so. Sorry, Cedric, nothing you have interests me at this time.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Thank you very much. Let me go get my special shipments. What the? Did I get anything? I feel like it keeps bugging out and not actually giving me anything, or maybe it is and I'm just not getting the pop-up to say I got something? Is my inventory any fuller? No. What did I even get then? Is it just glitching and not giving it to me? That sucks. Maybe I've maxed out what I can get for now? I don't know. Weird. Who are you? You look new. How are you doing, Lisette?
See reason, Lisette. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
Word is that the mages will be joining us here in Haven. I hope you've chosen your allies wisely, Harold.
Oh wow, we have more stuff we can talk about with you, actually. Did we talk to you about this stuff before? Joining the Order.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
You're an idealist.
Not every Templar feels that way.
I know. Power can corrupt. It's a delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
Yep. I mean, she's seen the results of that so far. You're staying here in Haven?
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Okay, what happened at the Conclave?
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
Tell me about the Templars.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
It's good to know there's some Templars out there that are sympathetic to the mages.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
We definitely need those around here right now. Anyways, hey Colin. I know you're not happy with me.
Ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Give the mages a chance.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks. I will not endanger the alliance you've created. We need their help. Any precautions taken will be to ensure the safety of our people and the mages themselves. Nothing more.
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the charges on our side. Bull's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
Alright, it's all for now.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Sure. Hey, Cassandra. Ooh.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it.
I think you need Josephine to handle this one, Cassandra.
It never ends, evidently.
Is there a problem?
Is there an issue with the mages? Can I help?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I did my best.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You got us here.
We wouldn't be here at all if you hadn't stood up against the Chantry.
You're being kind.
You're discounting your role in this.
Let's close the breach. Then we can say how successful I was.
True. That's what we're about to do in just a little bit here. Just catching our breath here first, and then we'll be off to the races. Let's see. What was that? I saw it here. Oh, it's just the Inquisition sign painted on there. Cool. Anyways, I don't need to go out getting tons of iron. We played in the snow before. Let's not do that right now.
Good day to you.
Hey, Krem, how you doing?
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
You can trust Mintriel, Krem. She's fine with it, obviously. How can we use you?
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
The Templars have holed up in Theronfall Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
Alright, sounds good. Let's discuss Iron Bull.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for Kunari, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
What kind of commander is he?
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If it keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How'd you end up with him?
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
Give up his eye?
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Good guy. Is him being Kunari odd?
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
Surprised he told you.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
Alright, well, goodbye for now.
We'll talk later.
Hey, Iron Bull.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Okay, we can finally see some of your face here in this angle. It was incredible.
The things magic can do are fascinating.
Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Yep, we will see. Hopefully so. Blackwall. You are the last stop on my list.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
Thank you for that. Let's see. What was I wanting to swap out? Oh, shit, there was something. Oh, I think it was, Solus's staff, right? I wanted to swap some stuff onto here. His old one had some stuff that I wanted to take off. And then we can put him on here. Acolyte Stiff Blade, yes. Alrighty then, and... oh, yeah, and I wanted to take some of this stuff off, maybe, actually. And then, Vivian, what are you using? You've already got some things. What about Dorian? I've got this. You could use some upgrades on yours, so here you go. There you go.
Good.
Alright, I don't think there was anything else we wanted to do here, unless we want to mess around with crafting anything. We did get some new schematics, I think. Oh, we do. Oh, that's right. Masterwork Waveblade. Longsword schematic. That could be useful. Did I get any new? No, nothing really new here, I don't think, to make. So possibly just if I wanted to make a Masterwork Waveblade for someone, that could be nice. 128 DPS. How much DPS are your guys' blades having right now? Cassandra, 133, so that's a bit more. And that's when we crafted as well. And then... Blackwall, you have 115, so we maybe could make a better one for you. Possibly. Let's see. I might give it a shot here. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I use here. Yeah, because I need better materials to get any more DPS up. So I guess we could use some Drakestone here. And then... +4 strength, constitution, strength. Yeah, basically choosing 4 strength or 4 constitution. And what does the other one do? Also constitution or strength. Okay, so do we want more strength or more constitution? I guess, we might care more about the constitution, I feel like. Especially since this is for Blackwall and he's gonna be more tank in it. What was that one that... oh, the obsidian. If we had that, we could get both. But, okay, let's use Breakstone, and then we'll go for some strength over here. Some iron. And we'll make that. Okay. And then maybe give this to Blackwall, because Cassandra technically kind of has better. Yeah, pretty much. So, Blackwall, do you want this? It will be possibly better than what you have, because it's more critical stuff. But this one we could put something on, so yeah, let me give you this. And then we will see if we can add anything to it. We can give you 3 willpower, or 2 more strength, or 6 willpower. That sounds pretty nice. That is a lot of extra stats for you, so you should be very nicely powered up from that. Okay. Let's save it up. Alright, and then we just wanted to go talk with... yeah, our inventory is good, right? Yeah. Should be good enough for now. Okay, we just want to go talk with Alexius in the cells then, and then we will head to the war room. Get this breach closed on up. Because there's nothing else specifically in Haven here it says anything about. I don't think so, so we should be good.
I saw the leader of the Bull's chargers, that Iron Bull. He's something, is he not?
Oh, go on with you. You can't go making cow eyes at one of those oxmen.
No harm in looking, is there? Those shoulders, those horns.
You're mad.
Maybe, but I'm not dead.
Who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
Alrighty then. What's... Oh, Mother Giselle. Do you got anything to say?
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
We'll do our best.
We will try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Alright, who will be the next Divine?
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
And how are the people?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are people at Haven?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
You did well to gain the mages to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed. Some of them are returning to the lives they fled. Others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
And how are people elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Alright, well, goodbye for now.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Alright, let me go... Oop, wrong room. It's actually over here... Here, right? Yes. Let's go see how Alexius is holding up down here. Well? They said Alexius was down here in the cells. Where is he? Can I not actually see him yet? Oh. They literally said Alexius was down here in the cells, but I guess I can't see him yet? Maybe I can't actually see him till we get to Skyhold? I guess. Weird. You'd think since we have these cells here, I'd be able to come down here and see him, but... Well, I guess not, unless I just missed him. I guess not. Yeah, I guess not till Skyhold, maybe. Huh. Weird. Thought I'd be able to come and see him. Oh well. Oh well. Time to go to the war room. Oh, nice, we got a perk. What do I want? It really would be nice to get more healing potions, because that has been a big problem. Alternatively, what else? Extra herbs with harvest would be really nice. I don't need more XP. I feel like we're leveling up already a little quickly anyway. The discount in selling more would be kind of nice, but we haven't really had a lot of merchants really to to really deal with right now anyway, so yeah. And we're mostly crafting stuff more than buying and selling anyway, so yeah. Yeah, no, we don't want to go for just a shipment of stuff right now. Increasing inventory capacity even further would be very nice. Adding one more potion slot for all party members would also be really nice, though. To be honest, right now I'm having trouble getting the resources to keep even just the one potion slot completely filled on all my companions, so I feel like we hold off on that for now. So, you know, I think I'm gonna go for the more healing potions, because that's been a bit of a problem. Really would be nice to have some more of those around, because, yeah. I think that'll really help us in our combat here. In any case, we got a bunch of new operations opened up, it looks like. Investigate Therenfall Redoubt. See, the Templars at Therenfall Redoubt went quiet while the Inquisition dealt with Redcliffe. I'd be happy to take the Chargers out to investigate the area. Lieutenant Crimicius Aclossi. Scouts for light touch. My scouts can make a distraction, letting the Chargers sneak in close. I can send the Chargers in with Inquisition troops to bolster their numbers, or... okay. Yeah, let's go stealthy here, I think.
Let's see what we have.
Thanks to the distraction provided by Inquisition scouts, the Chargers were able to get into Therenfall Redoubt. It's largely deserted, but there are clear signs that the Templars joined a much greater force. We found a refined form of lyrium and a large number of Templar corpses. Judging by their wounds, they were executed after falling ill. We also found signs of demonic activity, although there were no rifts present. This place was home to something powerful and malevolent, and judging from the signs of violence at the Redoubt, it fled when the main force of Templars left. Right, interesting. Improve stability. The Inquisitor's efforts to close the Phaedrus has increased stability in various regions across Thedas. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rifts. The Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid in dealing with this problem. Our soldiers can do sweeps of areas formerly containing Phaedrus and eliminate any demons, or local nobility should take an interest in securing their lands. We can appeal to them for assistance. Yeah, let's appeal to the nobles. Inquisition troops are spread thin as it is. I have secured promises from several noble families. They have agreed to provide personal guards and other resources to the cause. We have played our part in closing the rifts. The nobles will now see to the safety of those living on their lands. Yeah, and then they can keep that up instead of just eliminating some demons and not having continued security. So that seems good to me. An ally from Starkhaven. The Inquisition has received a missive from Starkhaven. Most cordial greetings. My name is Sebastian Vale, sole heir of the Vale Princes of Starkhaven. I recently retook the throne of this great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. As a most devoted adherent of the Chantry, I felt the loss of Most Holy Justinia V keenly. I too hoped for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall and now threatens to claim all of Thedas. I extend Starkhaven's hand in friendship to the Inquisition. Together let us right the wrongs visited upon our world. Prince Sebastian Vale. So it has to be Josephine here. I will send emissaries, though the Free Marches cities have always been independent. Earning the support of the most prosperous ones may be to our advantage. Let's see, I look forward to future collaboration with the Inquisition. Please accept this gift from the Vale family's coffers. May it be put toward relief efforts in Haven. Andraste's love, Prince Sebastian. Thank you. Answer a request from Hasmal. Commander Colin, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Hasmal's circle sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars elected to remain and deal with the aftermath, but our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Hasmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves even though they had nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges be transferred to the Inquisition. Knight Commander Bryson. Let's see, Leona. Hostility toward mages remains, but there are ways to travel without drawing notice. Josephine, you can arrange safe passage from Hasmal, and let the city's leaders believe they owe us a favor. Or Colin, we have a few Templars of our own. Hasmal's Templars will be comfortable working with them. They can ensure safe passage for the mages. Since he's talked to Colin directly, we'll let Colin handle this. Commander Colin, your men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trust Templars to perform their duties. Once we ensure that Hasmal's circle is stable, and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of unsuspecting scavengers, we will join you ourselves. Knight Commander Bryson. Nice. Alright. And then on Orlais. Truth or Dare Lake Celestine. Page from Travels of a Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates the locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Val Rayo. A note is written at the bottom of the page. Comte de Morier and Marquise Courtemance, both spending money like water. Which to pursue? See, we have agents in place in Courtemance now. We can infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice, or Court de Morier is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first. Let's go with the Empress on this one. The Empress is a relation anyway. Madam Ambassador, I would be honored to accept your invitation. I shall make arrangements to pay the Inquisition a visit presently, as I have been most curious to see your organization for myself. Sincerely, Comte Renaud de Morier. And then Grand Cleric Iona. While the Chantry is ostensibly the Inquisition's ally, a cleric has arisen as the leader of those who oppose it. Grand Cleric Iona of Cumberland has quietly gathered them around her, giving her an early lead in the race to become the next divine. Should she succeed, this could mean a resumption of widespread opposition to the Inquisition, as well as danger to the Herald of Andraste. See, Grand Cleric Iona has no secrets, but she's dangerous. She has hooked her wagon to this issue alone. We cannot let it take her to the Thumber's throne. She must be silenced. A display of force and a warning are all we need. She's not a fool, and realize the Templar Order no longer protects her. Or, she has rivals. We should pick one and give that cleric whatever ammunition we can muster against Grand Cleric Iona. Yeah, let's display a force and a warning for this one, I think. There was some initial ranting on the part of the Grand Cleric, but I think the constant presence of Inquisition soldiers outside the doors of the Grand Cathedral serve as enough of a reminder to quiet the other clerics. Some grumbling remains, but the danger appears to have passed. They've moved on to other concerns. Alright, let's see. Okay then, let us go close this breach. Forces with your new allies to assault the heart of the breach and close it once and for all. Recommended levels are 8 to 11. We're 10, I believe, so we should be good. Or were we 11 now?
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Yep, I am ready. Let us go. Let's go close this breach. Who shall we take with us to do that? Because Sandra just makes sense. You know, she's so invested in this. Solus, just because, yeah, makes sense. And, you know, it feels like, you know, if we're bringing in mages, we should bring more mages, maybe, to help out. So, you know what? I think we will bring Dorian along for this. Not Vivian, because she's kind of not vibing right now with the whole Mage Alliance, so... Yeah, Dorian came to help us. I think we will bring him. Or should we bring Varric? Because we could have, like, the original crew. I think... You know what? We'll bring Dorian. Sure. We'll take Varric out later. Some other time. More mages kind of makes more sense here, I feel like.
Mages!
Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
You did it.
Yay! We did it! We closed the breach. one problem down. More to come here very soon, but let's celebrate for now. Now, I think Mintriel would feel good about celebrating for a bit.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
We all did this.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Forces approaching! To arms!
What the... We must get to the gates!
Never a dull moment for Southerners, is there?
Not right now, no. We don't need a supply cache right now. Oh, guys, I gotta level you guys up real quick. Okay. Oh, we are level 11. Okay. And now you guys are too. Sweet. I'm leveled up already, right? Okay. What shall we give you, Cassandra? What are these? Livid. The more foes nearby, the harder you fight and the tougher you get. Or Bodyguard. You accept blows meant for allies, take on a portion of the damage. That would be nice. Alternatively, we do have some passives over here. You fight all the harder when you're hurting, gaining stamina when you lose health. Or your expertise with a shield protects you against range attacks from the front. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go for that. That'll probably be pretty helpful with her tankiness. Solus, what shall we give you? What are the upgrades for Revive? Revival is easier to cast, but no longer revives allies permanently. Oh yeah, that one. I do not like that idea. Spirits now protect your allies for a short time, reducing incoming damage and reviving them if they fall unconscious. That would also be nice. There's also Mind Blast. Since enemies starting with an explosion of millpower that drives them back and makes them less likely to target you again. You know, we have been having some problems lately with enemies targeting Solus and not always keeping aggro on others, so you know what, I think maybe we'll go with that, unless there's something else that deals with that over here I'd rather go for. You let invisible waves of magic carry you forward, blurring ahead a short distance. That could kind of help. Maybe, what did the upgrades for this? Passing through enemies hurts them and leaves them chilled, or each time you pass through an enemy with Fade Step, you gain mana. Interesting. Alternatively... And then there's Frost Mastery we'd get through that. You've mastered the Calling of Cold, increasing your effectiveness when chilling or freezing targets. That would be nice to get. Or Icemon, you mark the ground with a glyph that takes a short time to prime. Once it is ready, it will freeze the first target to step on it. That would kind of be nice. We've seen how powerful those glyphs can be when the enemies use them. I don't know how well the AI would use the Icemons, but it would be kind of nice, maybe. Let's go for Fade Step. And we'll go toward the Frost Mastery, maybe. Maybe we might get Mind Blast at some point, but I think for now we'll hold off. For you, Dorian, let's see. We could go for Chaotic Focus. When you cast a fire spell, the spell consumes half of your current barrier to empower it. The larger the barrier consumed, the greater the bonus to the spell's damage. Maybe. There's a Fire Mine or Wall of Fire. You conjure a flaming bear that burns and panics enemies that pass through it. Okay, so this is unleash a magic explosion, leaving enemies in the area burning in agony, or Flash Fire. Oh, I was gonna mix over there. For some reason I was thinking Emily was the single target one. But But no, flash fire is the AoE one, okay. I mean, is the tingle target, and Immolate is this, the AoE. Okay, what is the upgrades for this? Immolate burns hotter and has a shorter cooldown time, allowing you to rain fire upon your enemies more often. Or it no longer has a cooldown, but casting it multiple times in succession costs additional mana. I don't really care for that one. Or we can have flash fire burns brighter and hotter, intensifying the panic that your enemy suffers, or enemies panicked by flash fire leave a trail of damaging flames behind them when they run. I don't know if I'm really feeling either of those. Let's go. I think let's go for Fire Mine. Yeah, and we'll see how well the AI actually uses the glyphs, but hopefully decently, because they seem pretty powerful when the enemy's been using them, so hopefully they're decent.
Bodes poorly.
Yes, indeed it does, but we will do our best. Okay. Nope.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this?
Hey, Cole.
What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. But this Elder One...
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Let's do this! Okay. Time to do this. Okay, defend the North Trebuchet. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, Cassandra, I'm gonna need you to... Oops, you can't war cry. Okay. Well, that might be a problem. Just exploded, or something just exploded anyway. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay.
Almost ready. Keep them off us.
Okay. You're frozen, let me shatter you. Okay. Oh. Oh, he literally just throws the fire glyphs right on top of them. Well, that works, I guess. Technically, you know, you would want to probably use it as more of a defensive measure, but I mean, I guess I can control him and have him use it as a defensive measure at some point if I need to. But yeah. Right, No getting away for you. You are going to die. There we go. Okay. Okay, nice work, everyone.
We're ready to fire.
Okay, where are they? Over this way, okay. Okay, keep at it, everyone. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay.
Sentient and clear. Firing.
Nice.
They felt that. We'll reload. You get to the other trebuchet. It isn't firing.
This way. We must get this trebuchet firing.
Okay, which way? This way? I'm on it. Okay. Not firing because they killed the people that were supposed to be firing it. Okay. Come on. Ooh. Oof. Drink up, Solus. Okay, who do we fight here? Let's go for you. Okay, nice. You. Okay, guys, we got this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Nice. Shattering. There we go. Okay.
More incoming. Keep them off the trebuchet.
Okay, we'll do our best. Okay, Okay, is anyone harassing our mages over here? You are. You must die. Okay, let me grab this loot. Oh, move. Move, people. We gotta turn the trebuchet. Turn. There we go. Nice. Rain avalanche down on those fools. Ooh.
That is not possible.
Everyone to the gates!
Okay. Let's grab some supplies. Cassandra, drink something real quick. We'll replenish our supplies, and let's go. Let me save real quick, just in case. Oh yeah, especially because I know once we make the journey to Skyhold, we're gonna see, because I think you're supposed to remove your mods, otherwise it might crash there, but I haven't removed the mods, so we'll see. If I have issues, yeah, I'm gonna try not removing the mods, and if we have issues, then I will have to go do that, but for now, let's just keep rolling. Yeah. Actually, didn't even think about that earlier, but yeah, I kinda wanna see if I can avoid having to do it, though.
Help me with this door.
How can I help you with the door? Oh, can Cassandra do it? Oh, I have to go up. Okay, never mind. I have to go up top. You guys showed me the way. Move! People, move! I can't get up there. What the hell? How did you guys get up there? Darian, are you up there? Get the hell inside then. There you go. What the? It's not obstructed from inside? How do we do this? How do we do this? What? I'm confused. How do I Dorian, can you blow this up? Here. No? How the fuck am I supposed to open the fucking door? Hello? Am I crazy? I'm confused. How are we supposed to open this? Oh. Wait, what? That's not what we're supposed to do. I'm so confused. What do I do? Or am I supposed to get the stuff that's in here? Its door is obstructed. No, it's not. What the? What do I do? There we go. Gosh.
Won't die for the fall.
Okay. Gosh, that was annoying. It didn't work the first time, so I was like, what the hell do I do? Supposed to go this way, right?
Move it! Move it!
I'm gonna try to save what people I can here, but I may not always get there in time.
Everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
The people of Haven will not survive on their own.
Yep, so we'll do what we can. Anyone in here? I don't think anyone's in these buildings that I need to help, right? There's just... Okay, let's keep going. Oh god. Okay, can you... Oh, you already did, okay. No, I just have to deal with it then. I'm trying. Oh. Halo set. Don't die, please. Dorian, please drink. I don't feel comfortable with you that low on health. Is there anyone out here to save? There's people to fight. Oh yeah, there are people to save here, okay. We will save them then if we can. Can one of you guys give me a barrier? No? Okay, that's fine then. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna loot the bodies, but you guys should get to safety if you can. I think that's all, everyone that we needed help over here. What's over here? Nothing? Nothing. Okay, wasting time. Let's go. Help people. Save what people we can. Oh, this is the guy that's hurting Dorian. Leave my mages alone, asshole. It's a tough cookie here. But we will bake him nonetheless. Make him and eat him right up here. There we go.
Someone needs help.
Which way?
I hear a voice.
Oh, Flissa. Okay, yeah, we'll help Flissa. We just gotta kill these things first. Ooh. Oh shit! Wait, we didn't get to Flissa in time? Oh fuck. Man. That sucks. I got so distracted by the fighting, I didn't realize we had to go in right that second to help her. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Flissa. I would have gone for you straight away if I realized that it wasn't just the things we needed to kill to help you. Okay, can we help someone over here?
Someone help me. A survivor!
Can you do your thing here? There you go. Oh, come on.
Where is everyone? Help!
I got you, Segret. Sorry about Flissa. I really meant to help her.
Here, survivor.
There's Thren.
Come on, monsters!
No, we need a war cry. Sandra? There. Get all the aggro off the mages, please. Okay, one more dude to get here. Okay.
This from you. Thanks. Let's go.
Alright, Thren, you're safe. Let's supply up. Let's go save a Dawn if we can.
I hear a survivor.
Yes. Dawn, where the hell are you?
Out the flank. Reach the ports.
You gotta let it go, dude.
Our Lady is with you, Herald. Thank you.
We've saved all we can. Let's move.
Did someone just explode? Someone just explode? Shit. Sorry. At least I saved some people. Didn't get to save everyone, but that's just realistic, to be honest. Honestly realistic that we wouldn't be able to save everyone, but we at least saved most of them, I think. To the Chantry. Hey, Chancellor Roderick.
Keep going. The Chantry is your shelter.
Of course, of all people, you were one to live, huh? Or, well, maybe not for long, though.
He tried to stop a Templar.
Oh, yeah.
The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
Well, then Mintriel knows what she's gotta do. I'd give myself to save Haven.
If it will save these people, he can have me.
It won't.
Solus didn't like that.
He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them. Kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Herald, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me, or Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What do you mean?
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers... I don't know, Herald. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
Cullen, can you get them out?
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. But what of your escape?
Yeah, I won't get an escape.
Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Herald, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
Thank you. Go in peace, Chancellor Roderick. Mintriel will do her
They'll load
best.
the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
Will do, Cullen.
I understand the strategy, but I usually avoid drawing this much attention.
Yeah, so sorry, but Mintriel's gonna do what she can to save people. Even if it means sacrificing herself. Anyone who doesn't want to follow her into death doesn't have to. Well, it's what she believes is her death at this point, right? Who keeps hurting Dorian? The marksman? I'll get him. God. Where the hell did he go? What? Oh, he's just on the ground. He blends in with the ground all of a sudden. Sandra, can you... Why don't you war cry, like, more often, man? It pisses me off, Sandra. You need to keep the aggro. Our mages can't handle it. And why are you getting right up here, Dorian? And then immediately dying and getting revived. Okay. Dorian, you're using up all our damn potions. Why is there so much aggro on you? I mean, I guess I'd probably be going for the guy who's burning, throwing firebombs at me too, I suppose, but still. Jeez. You need to be a little more discreet, Dorian. I need to let Cassandra take the heat, please. Okay, phew. It was a bit messy, but we got through it in the end. There's a supply cache over there. I think I'd like to grab that real quick if we can. Here, take, drink, and then I'll grab the supply cache. Oop, the fire's getting me. Whoops. A little too close. Burning myself up. Let's grab our loot real quick. Knave will have lots to research. Oh, shit, we didn't save my knave. Oh, shit. I just realized I don't think we saved my knave. Damn it. Yeah, I think we lost both Fliss and the knave. We saved Adon, and we saved Thren, and we saved Lisette, but I don't think we saved knave. Man. That's sad. Oh well. Well, someone will be able to research it, I guess. Where are we going? Oh, the trebuchet? Wait, this way? No. Okay, we gotta go further down. Gotcha. That's right, we're going for- I forgot, we're going for the trebuchet. That's right. Yes, Warcry, Cassandra, thank you. I didn't have to tell you this time. Maybe you're learning. Come on, get behind them. Nice. To the trebuchet, let's go. Let me save real quick, just because, especially because I don't know if we're gonna crash Skyhold. Actually, you know what? I should make sure. Oh goodness, I should make sure I hang on to a save. Maybe from before all this, just in case. We'll see. Okay. Alright, get to it. Oh my gosh, Dorian! How the heck?
Trebuchet must be aimed quickly.
How do you keep getting hurt so badly? Jeez. Okay, you guys got this while I do this? Hopefully?
Reinforcements.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Oop. That is not who I was trying to target, but okay. Oh no, he turned him into a freaking demon. Ugh. Ooh. Who's getting soulless? Oh. War cry, Cassandra, come on. Gosh, I can't even see what the hell is going on. There's so many stuff on the screen. Jeez. Barely tell what I'm doing. Ooh. That was explosive. There we go. Whew. Alright, good job, everyone. Let's aim the trebuchet while we have a moment.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Okay. Oh man, we almost killed him before I sacrificed him. Oh, maybe, did we get it? We might have gotten it, I'm not totally sure. Oh my gosh, there's so many people all in one place. Ooh, so many enemies. Come on, don't let him get turned. Man, shit. Okay, we need to get this guy out of the picture. So we can stop turning people into horrors. Take all, quickly, loot. Loot all you can, very quickly, and then we'll aim the trebuchet.
Here they come. Get ready.
They're already here, actually. Ooh, gosh, that thing is huge. Ooh. Make sure you drink. I'm gonna throw a jar of bees at this guy. Oh, shit, that hurt. Ooh, drink up, Dorian, please. Thank you. Get this big thing down. Oh. Ooh, jeez. Okay. You war cry? No. Okay. Damn it. Make do then. Oh gosh. Orion. More bees, please. I don't know how much help bees will be against guys covered in red crystallarium, but, you know, do best we can. Stop running away! Or, oh, you're running away because you're panicking from the bees. That makes sense, actually. Get rid of that guy, and then we can focus back on the big thing. Oh, jeez. Nice. Cassandra, take some rock armor tonic, please. Probably should have used that earlier, to be honest, but... Almost got the big guy down. Oh man, he got guard again. Okay, let's see. Oh, can I move, please? Whew, gosh, that was a lot. Okay. Okay, let me save real quick. Just in case. And then we'll aim the trebuchet. Gonna be able to get it all the way this time? Maybe? Here we go.
Move. Now.
Yeah, this is not very good for us. Oh gosh, did we not get the trebuchet off? Hello, Crephius. Welcome back. Not really. I wish you weren't here. You asshole. Oh, God. But, you know, welcome back to the story.
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more.
Why are you doing this?
What are you? Why are you doing this?
Mortals beg for truth they cannot have. It is beyond what you are, what I was. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
Nope. What do you want from me?
Why are you here? You haven't even asked for anything.
I ask for nothing, because it is not in your power to give. But that will not stop me. I am here for the anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens.
Well, technically you didn't craft it.
And you used the
You were kind of given it.
do my work. The gall.
Tell me what the anchor does.
What is this thing meant to do?
It is meant to bring certainty where there is none. For you, the certainty that I would always come for it.
Yeah, stay all mysterious.
I once breached the faith
High
in
and
the name of
mighty.
another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion withered Tevinter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed. For I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires.
Doesn't require any god like you. That is for sure.
I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
But it does deserve a hero like Mintriel. And here she is. You're an arrogant fool.
Your arrogance blinds you. Good to know. If I'm dying, it's not today!
Alright. Let's see if we can get through this without a crash. I really don't want to have to deal with taking the mods out and putting them back in and everything. So hopefully this go well. Huh. New trials reward. Yeah, that's not really our priority right now, game. Ugh. Alright, let's see. We have to walk very slowly because we got crushed by ice and snow and we are not in a great state. Well, now we're picking up the pace a little bit. It's a bit of a jog. But yeah, we're probably on the verge of freezing to death at this point. Let alone all our other hurts. Especially since he slammed us against the wall over there. Enemies, of course. Let's see. You have gained Mark of the Rift, a focus-based ability. Mark of the Rift causes massive damage and can even kill some enemies instantly. Focus is a resource. Oh yeah, I forgot about Focus. We haven't had that yet. Focus is a resource that is gained each time someone in your party deals damage. Each party member has a personal focus meter, but all party members gain focus when a single member deals damage. That's right. Man, why did you replace my stealth with it, though? That's gonna f me up. It's kind of annoying. It won't let me use it. What? Oh, because I have to target it. Okay, sure. Okay, I'm not happy with that, though. Can I please have my stealth again? How do I do that? How do I add stuff to my bar? Wait, how do I add stuff to my bar? No? I don't want... Oops, no? Come on. Oh jeez, it's all messed up. I want stealth. How do I bring stealth back to my bar? Shit. How do I do that? Place my stealth. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, bring me back my stealth. Mark can be on, num 5. I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Mark will be on num 5 for now, because I've gotten so used to these. I really don't want to change them too much right now. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Is there some loot? Not really that important right now, but I guess we'll grab it while we're here. I don't think there's anything to be found in side paths. I think we just forge ahead. Out into the freezing wilderness, yeah. This way, I guess? Oh, there's warmth over here. Oop. Can I move? Oh, there's wolves prowling, waiting for me to drop dead. But I will be saved before then, in some manner. Can I make a fire right here, maybe? No.
It's cold. Nothing.
If only I was a mage. I could use fire, but I cannot. Not that I would necessarily have the energy to do that right now anyways. Alright. Keep going, Mintriel. We must keep going. Fortunately, this fire is also out. God, I can only imagine just how freezing cold it'd be, like just burning cold.
Embers. Recent?
Probably, hopefully. We're on the right track. I know, I can see how after this, I think especially after this, I could see how especially even Mintriel herself could maybe start to believe that she's been chosen by the Maker, maybe a little bit more so, because for her to, like, manage to survive all this and, like, stumble her way through to find her, the rest of the Inquisition, like, that does seem like kind of a possible sign of divine intervention, for sure.
Thank the Maker!
Yes, I think Mintriel to this might begin to believe a little herself that there's something divine to all this. I can kind of see it. Not necessarily, still not fully convinced, but I can see her starting to lean that way here for sure.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason.
Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
And where's Corypheus now?
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
I should help plan.
If they're arguing about what we do next, I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I didn't die and come back.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
No, just as much as we can't know for sure that they're with us, either, to be honest. Should we believe Corypheus?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, winter servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Let's see. He said the heavens are empty.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
Let's see. Fanatical belief is to blame. We need more than faith. I believe, but is that enough? This is a waste of time. I still don't believe. We need more than faith.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. We can't match that with hope alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is
Sorry, Liliana, she gets the singing bit in this game. But you can join in if you would like.
soon. The dawn will come.
Oh, yep, there she goes.
And his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long, and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will come. There your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day.
Yes, Celeste, we people know how to hope and how to look to a greater purpose. We are more than what you believed of us.
An army needs more than an enemy. It needs a cause.
We also know how to sing pretty songs. Which is value in itself, right? Hey, Celeste.
A word.
Glad to see you all right after all this. At least Mintriel is, for sure.
The humans have not raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting. Her faith is hard-won, Lethaline, worthy of pride, save one detail. The threat Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
Oh. This is interesting. I haven't played an elf in this game before. It's interesting how he's suddenly going so hard about our people. He's suddenly including us so much. He was keeping like kind of a distance from other elves before, and now he's like embracing us, our people. I like that. How do you know this?
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the Fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
Lost here, it won't matter.
Their blame won't matter if we can't get out of this wilderness.
That is the immediate problem. And it offers a solution that may secure your place in their hearts. You saved them at Haven. Perhaps you can again.
Kind of makes it feel even more right to have an Elven Inquisitor, to be honest. It just
by attacking the Inquisition,
kind of feels
Corypheus has
very narratively
changed you.
Narratively apt, or
Scout to the north.
I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. This is pretty though.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Ugh, that calculating look, man. Ugh. Can't wait to get To get deeper into the story here. I'm so eager to get this game and get to Dragon Age 4 and see how it all plays out. But I am having a lot of fun in this game. I'm not going to rush through it. I'm going to take my time and have my fun. Because I actually have been enjoying Inquisition a lot more, I feel like, than I did in my previous playthroughs. Surprisingly.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus. What drew him to you?
He wanted the anchor.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here.
That option didn't quite come out how I wanted it to for her. Yeah.
Your determination
it was a little better.
Brought us out of Haven.
Yeah, it was a little more better than Mintriel would have been, I feel like.
You did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that option didn't quite come out how I thought it would. The paraphrasing there was kind of off for me. Mintriel would not be that bitter about it all. I just was trying to avoid, like, going hardcore on the Andraste's Blessing thing, even though I feel like at this point, with everything that just happened, Mintriel is kind of starting to believe, especially with Corypheus popping up. Actually, that's another thing, too. Corypheus popping up and talking about he went to the heavens, and, or, like, that's gonna spark all kinds of questions for Mintriel. So I think at this point, she's not fully, I think she's, like, not fully committed to the idea, especially even, and then what Solus said about the orb and everything. She's not, like, fully committed to the Andrastian version of things, but I think she does believe that there's some divine intervention possibly going on. Whether it's from the Dalish gods, whether it's from a maker, you know, she doesn't really know for sure, but she does kind of feeling that, I feel like, at this point. I'm honored.
I don't know what to say.
Say that you will not make me regret this.
If you're not sure, why do it?
Because I believe this is what was meant to be. That without you, there would be no Inquisition. What it means for the future, how you lead us, that is entirely up to you.
Let's see, I'm not gonna do it for my own power. Corypheus must be stopped. I'll do it because it's right. I fight for order, not faith. An elf will stand for us all. I feel like after what Solus just said, I do feel like Mintriel would want to emphasize the elf part, like, hey, I am an elf, you know, kind of, you know, what he said makes sense. We need them to, like, be able to believe in an elf, and, like, we need her to be, like, a shining example to kind of make, like, if anyone finds out that the orb is elven, all this stuff, you know, so that doesn't turn people hardcore further against elves, even more than humanity already is at this point, right? So I think that makes sense for Mintriel in this case to kind of emphasize that. I think she's kind of gets picking up what Solus is putting down in that regard, at least in terms of her limited awareness of everything, right? So, otherwise, I feel like she would do it like, I'll do it because it's right, or a Corypheus must be stopped, but an elf will stand for us all.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm an elf standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph?
Now we truly are an Inquisition and an Inquisitor.
Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
Yeah! Now it all really begins, kind of. Cool. Let's get down to business.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action. But what do we do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Well, we know some other things he told us. Is he allied with Tevinter?
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Mm-hmm. Can he really become a god?
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
And is his dragon really an archdemon?
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight. We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Man, I'm so happy I got my... I'm pretty sure this is the mod I installed with the recoloring of the Skyhope pajamas. This looks so much better than the default. Like, I'm pretty sure this is what I chose. Gosh, it looks so much better. I'm so glad that we have that. God, the Skyhope pajamas are so ugly by nature. Anyways, let's see, we need more information.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated. Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god. I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
Introduce us.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Gotcha.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Where is Cassandra anyway? Why isn't she here with us at the moment?
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and opened your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Yeah, shut your mouth and open your eyes, dude. We're doing our best. It's dusty old ruin now, but soon enough it will be more. Soon enough indeed. Okay. Thankfully, I didn't have to remove the bonds. I'm so glad I decided to give that a shot, because yeah, I really did not want to have to deal with that. That would be... I mean, it's not that annoying, but it's a little annoying. But, I'm thinking, this is gonna be a good spot for a break here, you know, for now, but, I'm so excited to continue. We're gonna be able to explore around Skyhold and continue on, and now, yeah, it's like now we're like kind of fully in the game, we're kind of fully started. It's like, as long as, you know, played so far, it's all just been kind of like a prelude in a way, yeah, to the real meat of the game. So, yeah, it'll be fun to get into things more seriously. And yeah, and honestly, to be honest, yeah, Inquisition, like, I think I mentioned at the start of this playthrough, like, Inquisition has kind of been my least favorite of the 3 games, Dragon Age games that I've played, generally. Though I gotta say this, I mean, like, my first playthrough, I didn't even, like, finish a lot of the open world stuff. I kind of just ended up mostly just doing the main story, because I kind of got bored with that stuff, and everything, but honestly, this time I've really been enjoying a lot more. I think partly because I've embraced the combat a little bit more. I found a way to kind of enjoy it without having to constantly mess with the stupid tactical camera, and I don't know, I think I've been maybe just a little more open to it, maybe less less judgmental of it in comparison to Origins and 2, you know. As much as I love Origins and regret that the series moves so far away from it, I'm still very much enjoying myself right now, and it makes me a little more optimistic for Dragon Age 4, because I know that will probably follow more along the veins of Inquisition in terms of combat and whatnot, though I'm pretty sure it's, like, not open world, or whatever, it's, like, different, so I don't know, I'll be interested to see that, but in any case, I'm super eager to continue, but for now, I'm gonna take a break, and, yeah, and then I'll be back, and we'll do some more stuff, but for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.